Hi, welcome back to Moosing Chemistry. This is Equilibrium and Rice/Ice Problems Introduction Setup lesson. Okay, so when we go about solving equilibrium, we can often use something called a Rice or an ice table. So what I've done is I've got two problems here in this particular lesson that I'm not solving these problems, but I'm actually going to show you how to set the table up. So it says create an ice table of M for 1.0 M SO3 reacting with 2.0 M H2O given the following equations. Okay, so rice, I like to use rice. Sometimes most people use ice, but rice includes the reactant, the initial concentrations, the change in concentrations, and what it would be at equilibrium. So SO3 would be the initial reactant, H2O is the initial reactant, and H2SO4 is our initial product. Okay, the initial concentration of SO3 is 1.0, the initial concentration of H2O is 2.0, and since nothing's been made yet until the reaction takes place, the initial concentration would be 0. The change would be minus X. The change for this would be minus X because there's no coefficients. See, there are no coefficients in front of these. So there'd be minus X, and then since there's no coefficient here, it would just simply be plus X because you're actually gaining that material. And therefore, when you start the equilibrium, you would have 1.0 minus X and 2.0 minus X, and then you would have X. And then, of course, you would use KEQ, which is products over reactants, to solve this problem. Okay, let's look at the second. Create a rice table M given 0.66 atmospheres of H2, 1.28 atmospheres of O2 for the following equation. Okay, we have our reactant, our initial, our change in equilibrium. Look, so here's our reactant, here's a reactant, and here's our product. The initial concentration is 0.66. 1.28, and the initial concentration of the product would be 0 because it has to go through the reaction in order to get the product. The change is going to be minus 2x. That's because of this 2 right there. The change in this is just going to be simply x because there's no coefficient, and if there's no coefficient showing, it's assumed to be 1. And then, of course, the change here for the product would be 2x. Alright, and then of course you'd set up 0.66 minus 2x, 1.28 minus x, and then just 2x. And that's it for this lesson, guys. Remember, just like in the first one, you would put KEQ for this underneath too. So you guys be snarly. I will see you back here at Moosing Chemistry.